Well, I'm back. My break ended up being a lot shorter than I expected. After what happened last time, I really was planning on giving the game back to Carl, but to my surprise, he wasn't anywhere to be seen. I contacted him about this, and he told me that he's planning on clearing things up with his boss after finally being able to set up a proper meeting. Said I could continue playing the game if I wanted. Don't get me wrong, I am glad he's trying to put his life back together after being so infatuated with the cartridge, but I am worried. There have been some, let's say, unsavory rumors about the place Carl works at. I've heard that the boss who runs the place isn't a particularly sympathetic guy and takes very poorly to slackers. Though, at the end of the day, these are just rumors, and I don't really think it'd be right to stop Carl just because of some things other people have said. I just hope nothing bad happens to him, that's all. So now, I guess I'm just left with the game. I don't really have an inner circle outside of Carl, and I am curious about what more this game has to offer, even given what happened last time. One thing, though, worth mentioning is that I haven't really done a whole lot of research on what this game is like. I pretty much got the gist that it's a game that changes based on who plays it, so I didn't feel it necessary to look more into it beyond that. Apparently, the game is also prone to weaponizing trauma the player has, but I've had a very, very boring life, so I doubt it'll have any material to work with if that's even true. Anyway, let's get back in here. What's new, pussycat? Ugh. Should I be worried that the game doesn't want to waste time? Not even the title screen featuring the Big G himself showed up. The world's name is Nihilitum. I'm really not liking how foreboding the energy is here. Alright, we're finally back into the game and... Why is Godzilla back? Didn't he, die by the end of Glacius? I know the original NES game gave you back your monsters if you made it to the next world, but that wasn't the case with Mothra. Hell, it still isn't the case. I can worry about what's going on later, though. Better to have Godzilla than not. For now, let's take a gander at the board. There's some construction helmets, mountains, and what I believe is a cage. All things considered, pretty normal? Of course, I'm sure the helmets in Cell weren't a part of the original game, but compared to the other worlds, I feel like you could fool someone into thinking this is a normal world within the game. The other side of this board is pretty normal too, except for the lack of boss pieces. Not one. Yeah, I don't trust this. If this board was truly normal, I doubt it'd be the third world of this game. This feeling of untrustworthiness is certainly reflected in the music too. While music theory is certainly something I couldn't know less about, the track playing feels generally oppressive and miserable. That's all there is to say about first impressions, though. Let's get into one of the mountain levels. Going with Godzilla, cause he's the one I feel could protect me the best. Who the hell's this guy? Don't tell me we're fighting a mini-boss right out of the gate! And also, what's going on with Godzilla? Was this scenario specifically created to confuse me? Well, thanks for letting me know. I'll try to find shelter as quickly as possible. How the fuck is this my fault? Jenna! What a load of ass! This fucking game has the gall to dangle Godzilla over my face only to yank him back? And just like with Mothra, at the beginning of the goddamn world? It's like this game hates me or something. I guess it hasn't lost its edge, though. And thinking about it now, I still have Anguillus and Snowflake, so it's not like my monster selection is down to the wire now. As long as I don't lose either of them, I should be fine. Gotta hand it to the game, though. That still sucked, and I hated it. Anyway, let's send Snowflake to jail. Jail level's a prison. Throughout this level, there are different cells featuring a variety of monsters held inside. There aren't any actual enemies, so for the time being, I believe I can sit back and relax. The music reminds me of something I'd hear in Ghost Trick. Side note, you should absolutely play Ghost Trick. It's a great game. Hard pass. Ugh. I don't know if this is a property of the cartridge, but I almost feel like I can smell how horrible this thing really is. I'm gonna read that note in hopes that it makes the stench go away, if only for a second. I wonder how recently this note was placed. Maybe... God, the stench has gotten worse. I need to move farther away from this thing so I can think. Hopefully the next prisoner isn't as revolting. What the fuck? Uh, how? What? Why the fuck do you think I'm gonna do that? You chased me and tried to kill me. How do you even know my name? Okay, is anyone gonna tell me their names? Really starting to get tired of seeing all these question marks. This can't get any weirder. Is your coffee machine alive by any chance? I think I'll pass if that's the case. Thanks for apologizing. Maybe I'll accept it if you tell me what the fresh hell is going on. Uh-huh. I'd rather not. Although I find this hard to believe, I can at least tell you aren't lying. That said, I would like to ask for a favor instead, though. It's hard to describe, but I want to try to get through this world without losing another monster. And assuming that you're familiar with these parts, do you have any way of keeping track of the area around or something? I take it you're staying behind? Damn. Reminds me though, is your friend still around? The rainbow guy, I mean. Nice. See ya. Holy McGee, I just had a conversation with a video game character, and realistically, I am probably a million times smaller than him. Eh, admittedly, it's not hitting as hard as it probably should have. Maybe it's because he was more so passive compared to that thing, but I'm okay with this, I guess. Plus, this is, I guess, sort of what I came here for. Didn't stop me from being surprised by that thing knowing my name, but really, I feel like it's on me for being surprised when an anomalous video game acts anomalous. Yeah, man. Jesus, did they not have autonomy before? Feels kind of cool to leave it like that, so of course I'm selecting yes. All right, Time to exit the stage, and does that leg belong to who I think it does? Buddy, I think you're slime. Next stage is a construction site, I think. There's some little dudes in construction helmets around here walking about in every direction. They don't do damage nor actively target me, so I assume they're just trying to do their job. Whatever that job may be, I just hope they're getting paid fair wages, as I cannot imagine giant green lizards randomly appearing being in the job description. First actual stage enemy is this bizarre skeleton enemy. Crawls about on the ground and tries to swipe at you. He's not super nimble or strong or receptive or... Oh, but there's another enemy here. It's this pathogen-looking creature. Seems to be crouching behind the other guys, so I think I'll get to them later. Alright, so how this thing acts is that it... Yeah, hey guy, kind of in the middle of something here? Yeah, okay. Mind telling me who you are? What's that supposed to stand for? Charming. Name's James. I don't really do much other than walk in whatever direction I'm looking at. Oh, what the hell? I've got nothing better to do. Huh, a new type of skeleton enemy, and it's powering up another. It barely has any normal features other than literally looking like piss, but it's the thought that counts. Yes. If these creatures are even capable of thought, that is. Ah, so that's what this enemy does. I guess it makes sense, given how they look. Still getting blasted either way. And now it's time to defeat the host. Oh, they're just some normal guy. I don't think slaughtering civilians is an admirable trait, so moving on. Oh boy, what's going on? How quaint. I did it! Honestly, it's refreshing to have these levels that aren't active war zones. Yeah, thanks, game, but I prefer to use PZIP out of personal preference. What? Does his insomnia usually spawn those horrific beasts? Not an issue at all. Do you know where those odd monsters have been coming from? Ah, well, thanks anyway. Ah, here's the exit. I have a bad habit of getting lost when walking in a straight line, so it's a good thing somebody was kind enough to put this here. Whoa, 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 what the hell? Mogira wasn't on the board. That doesn't even look like him. What the fuck is going on? Ugh, alright. Trying to unpack at least some of this here. This is a weird situation indeed, but I don't think I should be too worried. I've beaten Mogira before, and I seem to have more power than them. Whatever. Hit me with your worst shot. Ugh. You look better. Despite the avant-garde imagery on display here, they don't fight that much differently than the Mogira I know. Bullet patterns are a little weird, but I've replayed Donkey Kong Country 2 enough to get used to this kind of thing. Those 3 projectiles you saw in the last screenshot just grew into these totems, and if I stand on the squares, the totems stab me with their tendrils. Was that easy to follow? Good, because it means you're clearly stronger than me. The boss can also use their leg to stomp the ground, launching these projectiles that honest to god look more like placeholders. Now, call me a fake fan, but I don't remember Mogira using their legs as much as they do in this game. What's it doing now? Ah, it separated its head from its torso. Well, tough luck, fuckface. You've left yourself wide open. Ah! I need a minute. I have no idea what any of that was, but suddenly the air feels a lot stiffer. I'm still going to press forward, but I think I'm gonna lock all the doors and windows. Who are these guys, though? Huh. Oh crap, is this Verdi? I completely forgot about him. Shit, I hope he's not talking about who I think it is. Holy shit! Could you have done this the whole time? Yeah, sure. God, this isn't good. This is fucking... Ugh! I gotta find him, quick. After a bit of wandering, a new board piece has just appeared. This better be it. Well, this isn't him, but whatever it is, it's going down. Alright, it's got only one attack, so this shouldn't be too bad. Huh. I guess you must be the real boss. Alright then. This beast's moveset bears a striking resemblance to Godzilla's. It's got punches, a kick, and a heat beam to boot, which is not fun to get hit by, as you can imagine. Guy's even got a new move, this dive kick here. His strategy relies on attacking you fiercely and generally trying to cram you into a corner. But the weird thing is, it's all weirdly coordinated, almost like I'm fighting against a human. That is to say, a human way better at this game than me. Like, for instance, thanks to the wind-up lag, his heat beam is pretty easy to predict, but, well, the same can't be said for his follow-ups. They definitely take some getting used to. Even old reliable roar attack isn't as useful as it always is. I got him in the screenshot here, but only a millisecond of it wasted would be just enough time for him to run back and punish me afterwards. Shit, my game lagged and he got the drop on me. This isn't fair. I'm not letting you kill me, you son of a bitch. Oh, thank God. Wait, the victory music played. Why isn't he sinking to the bottom or disappearing or whatever? Hey, last time I checked, there's nothing wrong with having friends. Ugh, what a load of bullshit. Oh, X is awake. Uh, is your ship nearby? I can get you there and explain what's going on if need be. After that, I explained to them everything that happened. I could pitch an idea on how I could find him if you two are cool helping me out here. I don't know. We could potentially. Well, works for me. Hold the phone. Is that. And that's the end of this world. I'm very, very. God, I don't know what to say. Okay. This world was far different than any other world before, and now that I've finished it, it's just kind of hard to take it all in. Those two bosses are at the forefront of my mind for sure. This game has had weird bosses before, but these felt different. They felt aware of what's beyond the cartridge, much like our runaway. I'm undoubtedly a bit worried about where this playthrough is going to lead me, but I'm going to try to dispel my fears for now. I have a mission, a real one, and I intend to accomplish it. I've also got allies on all sides, so I'm not alone. And I won't let them down. Enough of my stalling. Let's begin.